Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we are going to be trying something completely new and different. Yep. Today we're trying out some Tokyo Treat boxes. They reached out to me and asked me do I want to try some of their boxes, and I have been wanting to try their stuff for so long that of course I was just like, gimme! No, I was way more polite and I was like, yes please, I would love to try them. They sent me a Tokyo Treat box and a Sakuraco box. They are both owned by the same company. For this video, I will be opening these and making some art based on some things we find in this box, in these boxes. Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive Japanese snack box featuring unique and exclusive flavors straight from Japan. As you will see in this video, each box is filled to the brim with a variety of Japanese snack items, including limited edition Kit Kats, unique Japanese chips, and sometimes Japanese sodas that are only available in Japan. Both boxes come with a cultural guidebook, including cultural information and also an explanation on each snack, like the flavour profiles, ingredients and allergy information. Each month the boxes have a different theme, usually aligning with a seasonal holiday in Japan and promoting certain Japanese cultural celebrations. As you'll see in this video, the Tokyo Treat box theme is Halloween, which is very exciting. If you would like to get a box of your own, there will be links in the description as well as a code to give you $5 off your first box. So this is the Sakuraco box. Very cute, very pretty. It's got blossom on it. It says that it's a Japanese Artisan snack box, which is very exciting, and it's got cute little blossoms around the box. Oh, that's so pretty. Then here it has like this cute print that just says a bit about the box. It comes with this snack guide that tells you a bit about what you receive in this box, but I don't really want to look through that yet because I just want to look at the box. Oh, actually I should, because I don't know what this is. What is this? Momiji and chestnut wagashi. This one has a bean paste in it, and this one sweet jelly. Then we've got some tea, some green tea. The packaging is so cute. There is so much in this box. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is so cute. How am I supposed to eat that? That is adorable. It is a kitsune senbei, which is a confectionery. It's holding a jewel in its mouth, and then the other design is holding a key in its mouth. Oh, that is nice. I'm gonna have to just open this one now because I don't know what it is and I really want to know. I imagine it's probably that, actually. It smells lovely. Oh, I wish you could smell that. Matcha chocolate with nutritious azuki beans and traditional okoshi or puffed rice. That is delicious. Yeah, that's really nice because it's like, it's kind of sweet but not overpoweringly sweet. This is sweet potato, and I typically love sweet potato. This is a pai komachi. Oh, it's this. Oh, that looks lovely. Sweet potato paste filling. These are these. Cinnamon flavour. Wow. Oh, that is, the more you eat it, the more it tastes like cinnamon, like it's activating it. Oh, that is so good. Here we go. Ah, they're rice crackers. Okay, okay. Ooh. This is the matcha. I'm kind of scared to open this. This is that matcha pudding. Oh no, what are these? Oh, they're these. Fried ginkgo nuts. They are salty and subtly bitter, but addictive, apparently. Oh, it smells like a peanut. It's like, you can see the salt on it. And it's all the salt's gone now. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's like hollow. Oh, that is bitter. I don't think that one's for me. Oh no. Oh no, there are two of them. They sent two of them. I mean, it's nice because you get loads. These look adorable. Okay, that didn't open. They don't smell like they'd be sweet, but I guess I'll try it. Oh, that is lovely. Kind of makes me think of a cereal of some kind. I could eat all of those. That is terrible. That is so good. And then the last thing. That is adorable. Look how pretty that is. It is a teacup, and it represents the beauty of Kyoto in autumn. Onto this one. This is a spooky looking box. It's got a pumpkin on the front. The packaging on this one is also really cute. oh, something moved. It's got some cute designs around the edges in this style that I really love. Wow, okay, that is a lot. There's this cute little card on the front, which is very sweet, but it's about Halloween, yeah, because this is seeming like a Halloween box. So we've got another guide for what is in the box. So first, there is something strange here. It looks like they might be like crisps. Whoa, what is that? I thought it was pizza. I was like, is this really a pizza flavored Kit Kat? No, that looks like it might be apple pie or peach pie or pie of some sort. See, they do these guides really nicely as well. They include so much in it. Okay, here we go. Harvest Carinto. They smell like donuts. So it's just like a little twig. It's quite nice actually. I like it, tastes kind of vegetable-y. And they do taste a little donutty. Fruit juice potion. Okay, so you put this in with your drink. It's a colour changing drink. What is this? They've got, oh, it's a choco pie. Ooh, the Kit Kats that I thought was pizza. It is apple pie. Cool. Oh, I can smell it already. Wow. Whoa, I think it might have melted a bit. Oh, that smells like one of those candles. Whoa, that is so sweet. It kind of tastes like a candle as well, but it tastes like how those Yankee candles smell. Then there's this, which looks like gummies. What are these? Pizza puffs. Okay, it kind of smells like pizza. And it's certainly a puff. Not that bad. I could eat more of these. These are mini high chews. They're like little pastel jellies, I think. They're hard, but I imagine, yeah, they're chewy on the inside, so let's see. That's really nice. Is this just a marshmallow? Oh, it's got custard in it. Custard in a marshmallow. Is that nice? Ooh, spicy crackers. Do I want to open this? Spooky spicy crackers. They smell spicy for sure. It like tastes spicier than it actually is, if that makes sense. There is a really nice small kick. It's got a lot of flavour in the first bite, that's for sure. These are really nice. Pinomi mini pies. Japanese pudding. Sweet and flaky with a rich custard centre. They look very different to how I expected them to look. Oh, they smell lovely. That is delicious. That is really, really nice. For now, I think I'm just going to take some of the designs we've seen and try and make something with them in now that book. The weird beginning is done. I'm sorry this is a very different feeling video. I hope you enjoy it all the same. But yes, now that that is done, I am going to start drawing in my book with some inspiration from some of the pieces that we got in the boxes today. So obviously starting with the kitsune cracker biscuit, because I am just obsessed with that design. It is so adorable that of course I had to draw it. So the first piece I'm drawing here is literally just a one-to-one drawing of the cookie, as well as the name Tokyo Treat and Sakuraco beneath it, because I thought it would be cute to just have it as like a reminder that that's what this page is for. Not that I'll be forgetting, but you know, I just think it's cute to include the titles of collaborations sometimes. The other piece I am doing is of the cup, because I just thought the cup was so beautiful that I wanted to include a sort of study of it. But I really struggle with drawing cups and shapes like this, so it kind of looks a bit janky, which I think it turns out looking okay in the end. It just takes a little time to get there. As you can see, I was struggling with getting the shape of the brim correct, and it's just a little janky, but I kind of end up covering it anyway, so I think it ends up looking okay. I really liked the design on the cup, which is why, you know, one of the big reasons why I'm drawing it. I wanted to keep the fox theme, because I really, like I said, I really liked the cracker. I wanted to draw the kitsune again, so I drew it in the cup. The plan was to have it like bathing in a cup of green tea for some reason, and I think it ended up really cute. Kitsune are like Japanese folklore foxes. They're like spirits or gods. I don't know entirely, I'm sorry. I'm probably saying loads of things wrong, but they typically have several tails, and the more tails they have is like an indicator to like how strong they are or how long they've lived. So I only gave this one 2 tails because I kind of wanted it to be a younger one. I thought it would be quite cute to have them draping over the edge of the glass, and also because there was green tea in the box, I wanted to include some green tea leaves. So I just have a couple poking out of the cup, as well as some more just around the cup, because I didn't like how it was just looking like it was just randomly there on the page, and I think adding those extra ones kind of just ground it a bit more, which I really like. So then up here I wanted to draw the apple pie that was on the Kit Kat packaging because it looks really nice, and I thought it would be really fun to draw. So that is what I'm doing up here, and I also wanted to include like one of the characters that was with the packaging. So I've drawn this ghost demon Dracula cape wearing little guy eating a piece of apple from the pie, which I thought would just look really cute, and I think he turned out adorable. And then up here I kind of wanted to do a study of one of the packaging, because one thing I mentioned while I was unboxing it is how much I loved the look of like all of the packaging. It is just so cute, and it is just exactly my kind of packaging. So I thought it would be really nice to do a study, and considering there was like such a small space left, I thought I'd just go for the marshmallow one. Colouring today's pictures, I've decided to use the Arrtx markers. I will have in the description everything I use in today's videos, so if you were curious about any item, I will have it down there. If I've forgotten to mention anything, don't be afraid to ask, and I will just include it to the description. But yes, I am going with the Arrtx paint markers today because the colours, honestly, they perfectly matched up with basically everything I wanted to draw. So that was like a weird bonus. So I went for the colours of the cookie for this one because I wanted it to look like the cookie. I do add some extra colours just because I can't help it, and I thought it would make it look a bit more interesting. So I tried to add some variation, like a light tone, and then I go in and also outline it a bit with purple to make it look interesting, and then I add a bit of pink. And initially I was going to do like a gradient on the eye, but it did not look good, so I fixed that in a minute, and I just add the pink as like sort of highlights here and there, which I really like. And for the logos, I wanted to do orange and purple to try and keep the Halloween vibes that the Tokyo Treat box had, whilst also keeping the blossom for the Sakuraco box, and I think it looks really cute. I'm really happy that I've got this little section down here on the page. It's just a fun reminder. Then for the cup, I just did I tried to do a 1-to-1 copy with the colours, and again I was very lucky that the colours were so accurate. If you know me, you know that I don't like doing white parts in drawings as pure white. So for the white of the cup, I did a sort of cream, and I think it looks so nice. I think it makes it look really warm, and it just goes really nicely with like the blues that I end up using. I'm just really happy with how this design turned out. The blues just looked so nice together with that cream. It was like so satisfying adding that dark blue and refining it all. I do go in and add some more of the cream around the blue because on the cup itself the yellow isn't flush against the flower. I didn't do that for whatever reason, so I try to go in and add the cream again later. I didn't want it to just look like a purely flat picture, so I do go in and add like some purples because I want to try and make it look, yeah, sort of 3D. So the purples are to like insinuate shading and whatnot. It took some like willpower to do it, but I added some highlights over the cup to try and make it look like shines, which was really difficult because I was really liking how it was looking, and I was like, I really don't want to cover it, but I did, and I kind of like how it looks. Initially I didn't, but then the longer I left it and I got used to it, I was like, I think it kind of works. So for the fox, I went with the colors of the cookie again because I thought it would be cute to kind of keep it in theme. I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm wondering if maybe I should have done it a different colour, because I think it kind of clashes a little bit with the cup. Like, is it too samey? Is it just not complementary or whatever? And I was also struggling with like colouring it. So like I add some orange to try and make it look like a red fox. And I end up not liking that. So I do cover that up a bit later. But yeah, I was struggling with it a little bit, but I think ultimately it looks fine. After I add the green on the leaves, it kind of just, it evens it out a little bit, and I really am glad that I put the leaves on because of that. And I go in and darken a few areas because again, I just want more contrast, and I think that fixes some of the problem I was having with the fox. So at this point I was liking how it was looking, but I feel like it needed definition. So I went in with some coloured pencils and just outlined some things. And for the most part, I just outlined each object with its corresponding colour. So green for green, blue for blue, blah, blah, blah. And I think that really helps keep it look colourful, especially on the leaves. I love how it looked because I did sort of blue shading with the pen. I used a blue pencil to outline those parts of the leaves, and I really like how that looks. And then for the fox, I used a dark red pencil to outline it. Then for the cup itself, I used a sort of like dark purple, except for a highlight bit on the left side, I used a pink, and I think it just helps keep it also like, it doesn't look hugely 3D, but I do think it helps, and it made me very happy. And then I went in with a white gel pen just to give it some highlights and some sparkles and just make it look a little bit more magical, prettier. Moving on to the apple pie, I'm just doing the same thing again and using my acrylic markers. Building up from pale first because that's easier. It's always easier to start from pale with these pens because the pale ones don't always layer over the darker colours so easily. And yeah, it was really fun trying to make the crust colour on the pie. There were a lot of colours that were perfect for this, which was super satisfying. And it turned out it was just really easy. I wanted it to have like the sort of like toasted look with like the reds and the yellows, so I add some like yellow and orange highlights, and a bit later I will add a little bit of red. It looks really nice and it's making me hungry. And then I go in and add the filling, which kind of looks like jellied cubes at this point, which I guess it kind of is. It was feeling a bit strange because I don't typically do like food studies or real life studies that much, and I was like, I don't know how to make this look like sauce, like apple sauce. So I was just kind of like trusting the process kind of thing and just building it up more and more as I went and adding darker colours and trying to add highlights here and there. And I think it turned out okay. I think I could have done with like less shapes in the pie because those are like some really small pieces. Ultimately, I think it ends up looking okay. It looks kind of wet. It looks like jelly, I think. So I think it turned out okay. For the little guy here, I basically just did another 1-to-1 color copy. He was just such a cute little guy, and the colors were nice. I think they went with the pie very nicely. I did give him purple eyes instead of black eyes because I just prefer doing that when I can. And he looks so cute just eating his little pie, leaning on the pie and chilling, and I'd love to be him right now, honestly. I didn't mention earlier, I added some leaves to the pie. You might be wondering why. It's because it's apple pie. I thought that it needed something else on it, so I decided to give it some leaves to insinuate, like, you know, apple leaves. It doesn't look like apple leaves. Like, I think, well, unless it does. I don't actually know what apple leaves look like off the top of my head. But I thought it was just a cute touch, and it gave it a little bit of extra colour that I think just helps it in the end. And I went round outlining everything again with coloured pencil, which really helps give it the definition it needs. I did this for the little guy and the pastry, and then I also went in and outlined and added some more shape to the chunks in the pie, which I think really was like, it needed it, and it was the bit that made me think, okay, I think this is turning out okay. And I just added some extra colours that I don't have in the pens, that like just a little touch here and there, that yeah, it made me very happy with it. And I go in and I add some white highlights with the gel pen because again, it just needs it, and it made it look sparkly and a little gooey, and yeah, I'm very happy with how it looks because of it. So moving on to the packaging study, I guess you'd call it, I was quite nervous for this because it is a small drawing, so the pen nibs are like, they're good, they can do small detail, but they can only do so much small detail, so I was a bit nervous. Also because I don't do packaging studies like this that often. I've done it once before where I did like a Twinkie wrapper and I think it turned out okay, but I get very nervous when I'm like trying to make something look like shiny plastic, and again, it is just a matter of trusting the process, building up as much as I can, and trying to find as many colours that are in the original piece as possible. So the design itself on the original piece is like a flat design for the most part, but because I am like drawing the 3D version of it, I have to like, I'm trying to notice all the colours that come from the different shades of light on it, the angles. Obviously it isn't a flat piece of plastic, so it's got crinkles in it, and it's always fun trying to figure it out, but it is very stressful as well. And there were multiple points drawing this where I was like, this does not look good, this looks so janky, and I was like, maybe I should just cover it up with something else. I don't end up doing that. I kept going. I was like, if I'm going to cover it up, I might as well push it as far as I can, and I'm glad that I did try because I end up liking it. I add some like highlights on the top to insinuate the folds in the plastic, and that really helped me stick with it. I then also added some random colours like the blue, and there's a bit of purple, because I was like, you know, plastics, they capture the light, they create these colours, I'm just gonna add them. And then finally going around everything with coloured pencil really helped, again, define things, and adding the gel pen at the end to give it the proper white pops. It just made me very happy, and I'm glad that I stuck with this piece. So at this point I was like, I'm basically done, but this page feels very empty. So I added some final touches to the cookie to just make it stand out a bit more. And then I was like, it needs something in the background. It needs something to kind of tie it in together. So I decided to add a like small square of colour behind everything. And I wanted to leave everything for the most part with a white border so that it wasn't just like blending in, because the pink is used across pretty much all of the pictures, which keeps it cohesive. But I didn't then want it to blend in and have parts disappear. So leaving the white border I think was very like important. and I am very glad I did it. I think it helps everything pop a lot more, and like I said, it joins it all together so it doesn't look like 4 random pieces on a page. I do make some choices at some point that I'm like, I changed my mind about. Like I couldn't decide on the packaging at the top. I thought it looked better having the pink right up against it, which I still think it does. But then I thought, should I try this with the other things? So I tried it with the pie, didn't like how it looked. I was like, should I try it with the steam coming off of the cup? Didn't like how it looked. So I went back in and outlined it with the white a bit, but I thought it was still missing something. So in the end, I decided to go around and outline all of the pink background shapes with a darker red pencil, and I think this solved everything. Like, part of me is still undecided on it a little bit, but I do also like it. I'm mixed on it, but I think it was necessary. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. And I add some stars because obviously I have to. I love the stars. I needed to add the stars. But as I was editing it, I noticed I didn't do that piece. So I'm going to quickly do that right now because that is bugging me. There we go. That was really bugging me. That is it for this page. I am very happy with how it turned out, and I am very grateful that Tokyo Treat sent me these boxes to try out. It was so much fun. They sent so many snacks that I am just so happy that I got to try. A few of my favorites. There's this one, but this is my favorite for a different reason. I haven't tried it yet and I'm too scared to open it. These tasted delicious, and I've been snacking on them a little bit. Been holding back though because I don't want to eat them all in one go. They are so delicious. And then also these have been so tasty, and it's been difficult keeping them away from my dad as well because he also likes them. And I'm gonna have to see if I can get these again from somewhere because I love these a lot. If you're interested in trying one of these boxes out for yourself, there will be links in the description below, as well as my code STATIC that will give you $5 off your first box. I hope you have enjoyed this video so far. I want to say a huge thank you to Tokyo Treat, a huge thank you to you guys, and a huge thank you to my Patreons: Dispe, Megan Palmer, Grimclow, The Waffle of Life, Non-Toxic, Saint Nick's, LP, Kira May, Kay, Joanna, Sir Studalot, Mila, VB, Pretty Rotten, Crescent Frog, Joanna Snake Moon, Humble Frogs, Local Fishkeeper, Mould Ghoul, Art Mancy, Farrar Ware, Sun Arts, Molly Marula, Scout Radley, Sammy Bear 127, Kenzania, Jade S, Arrow, Charlie, Malorus, Ghosty, Jess H30, Cindy King, Vlada, Art by Lavender, A Woodsy, Rainbow Tea, Breaded Nuggets, Neva Thorpe, Ivy, Lindsay, Humani, The Mothbug, Nox, Thresher, Catbird House, The Tormented Shadow, Sweet and Hopeless, Pocket, Cool Desert 525, Misfit, Jordan's Tiny Planet, Cheesy Rosebud, The Coffee Rain, Black Jackal Art, Layla Loves You, Halachu, and Faith Kim. Thank you guys so much, and thank you all for watching, and I will hopefully have another video out for you soon.